Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about testimonials and actually making the most of them. You might have a number of places where people say kind things to you. You might get nice little WhatsApp messages from people. You might get people sending you emails. And also, of course, you might get people who are giving you nice recommendations on LinkedIn. Now, if you haven't seen at the bottom of a LinkedIn profile, you can then scroll down and actually request recommendations. So it's at the bottom here. If you haven't got any, super easy. Press this button here, ask for recommendation, find the person that you're trying to talk to, and then click on them and then press continue. Work out how you were working with them. So were they a client or were they in the same group? Because of course, if you're in the same group or the same company, they can still recommend you. Could be the fact that you gave them a free one-to-one, where you gave them some sort of test, some sort of speaker. You're a speaker at events. You're in the same group and speaking at events. There's lots of things. You can mentor them, and they would mentor you. And you can then select which business that you were part of at the time, and then you can say, "Hey, would you write me a recommendation?" And then I would say about when you did this, 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 and this. Or when we worked together with this. So it helps to frame the type of testimony you want from people. Then press send, right? And then the cool thing about this, once you've done this, you will get recommendations. And what I want to do is I've built out an AI tool that will help you to be able to create posts from these recommendations that you can then schedule on your social media. So here's some that's come back, and this is a nice one from Rena. And so the tool that I've got for you today, which will be linked below this video, is what we call our viral win post generator, right? So we want to create win posts and not just our, "Oh, I'm so happy to get this lovely comment from Bob," but actually I want to create something that's really going to make an impact and catch people's eyes. That's the whole point of this, right? So go into here, start here. Now, a lot of my custom AI tools that we built are going to ask you for your business positioning statement. So remember, these, if you haven't set it up yet, do this. Most of you, if you are this stage through, probably have something like this, but have a Google Sheet with your business positioning statements. That's what this other GPT that I'm just linking to will help you to be able to create. And then once you've done that, stick it in, because that helps the GPT now to know exactly what you do, how you help. And the whole point of this is that making sure that the testimony you're getting is going to relate to that product and that company talked about. So the next bit is going to ask you for the testimonial. Now you can just copy and paste it, or what I love is the fact that we built this in a way that you can simply just screenshot, making sure you've got their name as well in there, which is always very useful. And you can just screenshot it like that, paste the screenshot in, and then jobs are good, right? And so now the GPT, now you can just copy and paste, it's not a problem, but it's quite fun to be able to do that. Okay, so now the last thing it's going to want before it's going to give you the content is any specifics around actually what happened or how it worked. And so you could say, helped achieve, 10K in monthly recurring, monthly RR. It will know monthly recurring revenue. And there you go. So specific. So if you have a specific, if you don't, you can just skip that. But if you've got specific results, that's great. And so now what it's going to give you is 3 headlines. Because we talked about wanting to make this go viral. So really nice 3 headlines. And then step 2 is the body of the post, right? So if we can go from stuck to 10K per month, Rena's breakthrough, the system that helped Rena hit 10K per month monthly revenue. So you choose one of these. So let's kind of choose that title. And then you can say, number 2 and this. It's going to give you the actual body text. So hitting 10K per month isn't just luck, it's process. Rena Jar is an accomplished coach or mentor for tech company professionals, like many business leaders, and it just goes into this and it talks how the framework helped them to be able to do this, this, and this. And so you just copy and paste this body text. And then once you're happy with it, obviously you've got some hashtags in here to be able to use. It also gives you an optional image selection. So the whole point of this is say, hey, could you get some sort of nice image going on here? Or a picture of you and the person in question. And of course, or you could just use the screenshot. I just use the screenshot of the picture. And also you can say, remember, you could make a tag to remember actually tag her in the person that you're doing this, because it will help. Because if they then start to comment and give further comments, it will start the commenting off, right? So what do you do now? Grab these hashtags, grab this headline. So if we start off like this, grab the headline, go onto LinkedIn, and let's just do a post. So go like this. So headline goes start, and the reason why we put the headline start is that we want to be able to get eyeballs on this, and it's those first 3 lines that actually get seen. So you've got a headline and then the opening bit of content. So we're going to go back to the body text. We're going to hit this body text up like this. We're going to copy this. We're going to stick it into the post. Lovely. Now, just making sure that you're giving some nice lines and some spacing. There's nothing worse than not being able to actually see anything or work it through. And actually, if you see something like this, like the result, you could actually give that its own line just to kind of make it. I think things like LinkedIn and posts, etc., are so much better if they've got some nice spacing between it. And then you've got a nice DM here. So DM me, let's quick call. And instead of a quick call, you could do something like, if you've got a value session, like, hey, Rena's journey started with a workshop where we looked at her goal setting. Would you like one too? DM me for goal setting and I'll be able to help you with goal setting, right? So if you've got a value section type model, you could actually reference it there. And then put the media in, right? So if you go on and just do the screenshot again, I've come off my profile, but essentially go back onto your profile, do the screenshot. Now, there's a few things that you can do actually on the image that will be able to help. So when you're doing this image, I like just doing it as a plain text, guys. Honestly, I think it looks really nice. So you could go, and I think if you paste it, is it going to do it for me? Yes, perfect. So if you just paste it, you don't even need to add image. You can just paste the screenshot. Now go onto here and press edit. And so the first thing you want to do is you want to tag Rena in if you are connected with Rena. Obviously, you should do. So here she is. And then the second thing is tag yourself as well, because she's talking about you. So then add those tags. So now that screenshot is tagged, she'll be tagged into that picture. Then also, this is the alt text. So this is the text that tells tells a testimonial about the post. So go on, and what I would do is actually, if we just want to do that, I would probably go back and get the headline. The system that helped Rena hit 10K monthly revenue. So this is telling the bots that can't actually see something what it should be related. And then what I would do here is go Richard Woods, and I'd also remember this is not going to be seen, but actually what you've got here is Rena Jar is her name, Richard Woods is my name, hit 10K monthly revenue system. All of that is telling the machines what this picture is all about, which will help then the SEO. So your post will do better. It's just kind of ticking all the boxes. Right. So that post and picture is nicely optimized. And then through here, now we're looking at the system that helped really gain the 10K monthly revenue. Hitting that 10K isn't like its process. And then you just start to go through, making sure it's all looking pretty good. Got the post in there, and then bam, post. Or if, like me, you like to post these things on a particular day, I do my Friday share a win post. And so I'll be then going to here, and I normally post about 8:30 in the morning. I find it gets a nice little bit. And then I'll just simply press next. And now that post is scheduled, rocking and rolling, ready to go with the right phrasing, with the right text, with the right alt tags, nice picture. She's tagged in. If you wanted to, by the way, as well, you could actually do this and actually go at Rena. Here you go. And then tag her in. You see how I got rid about the surname, but she's still tagged in. So that's also a good way to go. And then you just simply press schedule. And so it's now scheduled. It's going to go out that time. And then if you want to view your scheduled posts, I go into here and I can go check out this post. And she's going to be in there. And if I want to go back and go, oh no, God, I did something wrong, you just simply go in, edit the post, modify the schedule, post it now if you want. Jobs are good in. So below this is that custom GPT, and also it just becomes part of the process. Lock it into your system. Hope that helps. Big love. Take care. See you on next week.